first time I met Freddie was in 1978. I had just joined Repertory Philippines and was doing my very first musical, a chorus line. And it was production week, and we had moved into the theater, the Film Life Auditorium. And I think during one of those breaks, I went to the lobby, I guess because there was food there. And as I turned the corner, I see this, from the distance, this very imposing, tall man, very white, with lioness hair, gold streaks, a lot of hair. He was already very tall, but he was wearing heels, so that made him quite towering. Hindi pa uso mga shoulder pads doon, but his shoulders were up like this. And he was wearing a very flashy shirt, I remember, and he had rings all over his both hands, and he was wearing this earring, which was kind of like a long beaded thing with feathers sa dulo, you know. And from several meters, he calls out to me and he says, "You're Audie Gemora." And I'm like, yeah, who are you? And as we were approaching each other, he held out his hand. It was limp, so I didn't know whether I should shake his hand, kiss his ring, or make manupo. But little did I know that Freddie would become my mentor and one of my dearest friends for life. And that's what he was. He soon was assigned to teach me how to act. And he did it with such great aplomb. You know, that's what Freddie was. He would barge into your life like he did mine and just command, start commanding you and taking control of you. And that's how he was. And a couple of years later, we did this play called Gay Birds, which was actually an adaptation of the French play, the 1973 French play La Cage aux Folles. And he played the star drag queen of this Saint-Tropez gay bar. And of course, the story goes that he has a lover and they have an adopted son, and I played the adopted son. And what most people don't know is that Freddie was a really good comedian, and he was hilarious in that role. I mean, I remember many times, we were just laughing on stage, corpsing all the time because he was doing so many antics and nakakatawa siya. But he will always, to me, I will always have that image of Alban. Flash forward, several decades later, and this was about 7 years ago, I got the chance to play Alban in the musical La Cage aux Folles. And I know that Freddie was in the audience one time, and I was really, really pressured because my image of Alban was really Freddie. And to think that he was in the audience. But after that, he texted me. He left early, but he texted me and he says, this is one of your, if not your best performance. I was thinking, I'm sure a lot of my colleagues are going to be singing a lot of songs by Freddie, a lot of Christian songs, but I wanted to do a song from La Cage aux Folles because of my memories of Freddie. And the fact that Freddie was like Alban to the Saint Laurent, which was a very doting father figure or mother figure. And really, that's what Freddie was. And at the same time, it was a celebration of everything that Freddie was. He was flamboyant, he was loud, he was commanding, he was a star, he was a diva, and there were no excuses. A lot of people found him loud, but that's really how he was, So I think no song will describe Freddie better than this one.
I am my own special creation. So come take a look. Give me the hook. the ovation. It's my world that I want to take a little pride in. My world, and it's not a place I have to hide in. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am. I am what I am. I don't want praise. I don't want pity. I bang my own drum. Some think it's noise. I think it's pretty. And so what if I love each feather and each spangle? Why not try to see things from a different angle? Your life is a sham till you can shout out loud, I am what I am. I am what I am, and what I am needs no excuses. I deal my own deck, sometimes the ace, sometimes the deuces. There's one life and there's no return and no deposit. One life, so it's time to open up your closet. Life's not worth a damn till you can say, hey world, I am what I am.
Some time ago in 1988, Freddie Santos introduced me to this song. Woman with No Name, although I had little understanding of her story, who the woman is, what happened to her situation. I remember spending a lot of time at the Julie Borromeo studios, just trying to understand who this person is and why people did this to her. To be honest, I didn't know much, and it was only later in life that I understand that this is all about the mob mentality, about persecution, about discrimination, and the fear of the unknown. And finally getting to understand who the woman with no name is, who finally became the woman with a name.
Looking back, I see her face again. So afraid and all alone, since who knows when. Woman, can you hear me call? There's a savior after all. Deep inside the cold embrace of men, you've never felt the touch of love calling out to all the clouds above, taking steps to a somewhere that you're still uncertain of. love, crying of a woman with no name. You were paid for the love you had to feel. Tell me please, is anything you have for real? Caught up in the web you've made, a price that's never fully paid, hanging on to shout your last appeal. You had always dreamed of having more. Love was what you thought you had in store. Holding dreams of nothing, tell me who'd you do it for? The wandering of a woman with no name, caught up in the web you've made, a price that's never fully paid, hanging on to shout your last appeal. You can find the Lord who'll show the way. Love for you is what He brings today, bring you from bondage and the price you'll never pay. The chance to be a woman with a name. The chance to be a woman with a name.
So I wasn't sure if I was dreaming or was I half asleep? Because I was exhausted. I mean, that was madaling araw na yun ng ano eh. January 18. Yeah. Now, January 17, the night before, we had the Freddie Santos tribute, which ended around 12:30 a.m. And right after that, I just fell asleep. And then, for some strange reason, after 2 hours, I was awakened and I went to the living room and I saw this light. And I think I had a supernatural encounter with Freddie Santos. So, well, this was how it happened. Freddie? Is it you? Freddie, it's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Freddie, with more hair. Freddie, you're still glowing. You're still smoking. You seem very strong. I feel the room swaying with your voice, playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So take a break, writers. Find him an empty laptop, fellas. Freddie, you'll never go away again. Hello, Freddie, it's Carlo. Freddie, it's so nice to have you back where you belong. Let me tell you, you've done it swell. Freddie, can't you tell? Freddie, you're still showing, you're still kicking, hey! You're still loud and strong, I hear the gates singing with your words, playing one of your favorite songs you wrote from way back when. Oh, golly gee heavens, find him a megaphone, fellas. Freddie, you'll never go away again. You want me to dance? Okay, wait. It's 3 in the morning. Golly gee, angels, find him an extra pad, fellas. Freddie, you'll never go away. Freddie, your work will always stay. Freddie can't wait to see you there someday. Wait.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kayla Rivera, and I'm honored to be a part of this evening as we give tribute to Tito Freddie Santos through his anointed and blessed works that will continue to carry his memory with us forever.
Yes, thank you so much for having us. And the song that Kayla and I will be singing for you is a song written by the one and only Direct Freddie with Louie Ocampo in 1984, which became an OPM hit when it was sung by Miss Joey Albert and Miss Pops Fernandez. This one is Points of View.
Look, it's happened once again. It happens every now and then. Feeling the hurt and hating all the men. Ready to stop it all, that's when I need a friendly face to see me through these lonely days. Just to put some sunshine in my place. Don't take too long, I need you.
Here I am, I haven't gone that far away. And since I am the kind of friend you know would stay with you through all the pain, never to leave you in the rain, ready to listen to what you've been through, your woes and blues, and share each other's points of view. We've been there once before and kept our points of view. It doesn't really matter if they're
Never quite the same.
we have our rules in different ways. We play the games of different folks with different strokes and keep our points of view. seems bright again. It only darkens now and then. Most of the time there's just no telling when. Look up and see you've got me. Here we are. We may have gone our different ways, but since we are the kind of friends who'll always stay, no matter what the pain, learning to love that Caparane, ready to say we're here to stay in every way. Although we've got our different points of view, we've been there once before and kept our points of view. It doesn't really matter if they're never quite the same. We have our rules in different ways. We play the games of different folks with different strokes and never really change our points of view. We've been there once before and kept our points of view. It doesn't really matter if they're never quite the same. We have our rules in different ways. We play the games of different folks with different strokes and keep our points of view.
Hashtag for Freddie. Thank you for the great coffee conversations. Thank you for the many inspiring conversations I had with you. Thank you for the sermons. Thank you for the love. And most of all, thank you for the shirt that I am wearing for this video. I thank you.
Habulin man ang bahaghari, sabay sa ulap naglakbay. Mga mithiin ay panaginip lang sa langit nagwawakas. Hangad ng iba'y sinag ng araw, ang nais ko naman ay ulan. Karamihan sa atin minsan naghahari, aking tagumpay di ko pa nakamtan, ako'y paniwalaan. Habulin man ang bahaghari, may pag-asang darating kahit sa walang kabuluhan.
Minsan pa yakapin mo ako nang mahigpit tong huling sandali. Kailan nasa isip ko'y ang labi mo'y mahalikan muli. Ngayon unawain puso ko'y umaamin na ika'y hahanapin. Irog ko, kailangan sabihin, masakit sa damdamin, mawala ka sa buhay ko. Minsan pa yakapin mo ako, masdan ang puso kong luluha. Tandaan, mapalayo ka man, kahit saan mamahalin kita. Ngayon unawain puso ko'y umaamin na ika'y hahanapin. Irog ko, kailangan sabihin, masakit sa damdamin, mawala ka sa buhay ko. Minsan pa yakapin mo ako, masdan ang puso kong lumuluha. Tandaan, mapalayo ka man, kahit saan mamahalin kita.
Tito Freddie was a force. In my many years as a young actor, I always knew Tito Freddie to force himself and his opinions and his ideas and his methods and his voice onto the people who were fortunate enough to work with him. And like with any relentless and powerful force, you only realize how much it has affected you and how much it has changed you and formed you after it has left you. And as iron sharpens iron, while blades are forged in the fire. How it can hurt you, how it can burn you, but oh, how it can perfect you. That moment of friction, while painful and hot, is also a moment of sparkle and a moment of light. Tito Freddie was that sparkle. And I will always, always, always remember his force, his ideas, his opinions, his words, his voice, his resistance, his sharpening, his perfecting, his sparkle, and his light.
I don't remember much, just a touch of what he was to me. No matter what I think in a blink, there isn't much to see. But there among the memories, the souvenir, a toy and a photograph. I remember this much, he could always make me laugh. To be my kind of man rather than the kind he was to me. It seemed quite a task, all I ask is that's what I'll get to be. And speaking for myself alone, I only give these words on my behalf. I remember this much, he could always make me laugh. So everybody else has got a father, whatever that may mean. But from all the stories I can gather, it's not quite the perfect scene. It was something I got used to, though after a little while, when I took out every single pain and only left his smile, I'm sure that there was more just before he said goodbye to me. But I don't like the tears. All these years I've tried to live happily. So take away the memories, the souvenirs, 'cause I'm fine with an autograph. I remember this much, he could always make me laugh. It's not enough, that's true, but it'll have to do. Always make me.
Hello everyone, this is Sweet, and I am doing this very special song for Tito Freddie, Ninong Freddie, because I have a very special story behind it. So it's from Widows, Orphans, and the Wildebeest. 1996 or parang late 1995, we were called to have a meeting in his house, his condo, and then hindi ko alam kung anong ibig sabihin ng meeting na yun, pero yun nga. But before I tell you that story, I'd like to introduce special guest natin for today, Dan and Geri Gil. Why? Ako na pumalakpak. They are the composers of Widows, Orphans, and Wildebeests. Yay! Sila po ang naglapat ng musika, ng music. Okay, sa very, very, di ba poem ito?
Yes, musical poem.
It's a musical poem. It's a tula. So sila po ang nagdapat ng music. I wanted to feature them because dapat naman malaman ng mga millennials ngayon. She still looks like a millennial.
Ay, nako.
She looks like a millennial still. So Dad and Geri Gil, the husband and wife tandem, were you married at the time?
No, we got married that year actually, 96.
1996.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to feature them and sing this special song with Geri playing with this beautiful, super cute piano, tiny. Do you have a name for that piano?
None yet.
Okay.
But she's a she.
Aha.
I was about to say Tito Freddie.
Pwede rin Tom, para Tom and Geri.
Pwede.
Anyway, I wanted to ask you, what was your journey or your experience working with Tito Freddie at that time when he approached you, when he asked you to do the music? Do you remember?
During the time, I think I already had the opportunity to work with Tito Freddie twice.
Yeah.
Once as a part ng pit orchestra ng Joseph the Dreamer. Tapos,
Didn't know that.
and then we also had our own content domain sa IB, and we had a show sa CCP, and Tito Freddie was the director. We
Right.
did the music there also. Yeah, so...
So I think after that, we had a nice working relationship, and then when this parang came to be, he thought of us, and then he contacted us and said, I have a poem, I wanted to see if you could put the music together, but ito lang yung time frame.
Yeah, medyo mabilis.
So yeah, it was very inspiring kasi the poem was written so well, it was
Yeah.
easy to put music to.
Parang automatic yung writing ng songs. Kasi ang ganda ng
How many songs all in all? Kasi parang may mga hindi na
Yeah, that didn't make it to the cut. Pero parang, it was so fast. I remember he said, I'll just be sending you the lyrics or the poetry while I'm rehearsing everybody. Just send me as you complete it. So, some of the songs Dan wrote, some of the songs.
Actually, she wrote most of the songs. I only wrote 2. Dun sa...
But they made it.
But I was there to inspire her. Kasi kung wala ako, hindi niya rin masusulat yung
You were about to get married.
We were about to get married. We were two couples who were about to get married that year. So
Yes. Giselle and
my
they were also part.
The
My
big
dean was
star,
also
yeah,
part
yeah.
of. She was one of the widows.
Yeah, and then so he would send it, susulat kami, tapos padala kami ng cassette sa rehearsals, tapos approve or revise, tapos the next piece of music would, the next poem would come, and then we would just keep writing.
And then when you finally saw the show, show na, how did you feel first time you?
Actually,
Watch.
kakakilig, di ba? Kasi
Yeah.
wala tayong...
We had no idea.
We had no idea.
We probably went to one rehearsal. We met that
Once
class.
lang, I remember,
Once,
just to
yeah.
meet.
Pero yeah, to see the show in its grandeur.
Oh, and music-wise, we had no idea what it was gonna sound like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
opening night, nagulat talaga kami. Na parang, wow.
Of course, their music was arranged, orchestrated by Mon Faustino.
Yes.
That's right, yeah.
So music na live, and it was arranged by Mon Faustino.
Right. So, I think Tito Freddie was quite a pioneer. I think that was working offline. Parang tayo, di ba?
Yeah.
Patuan lang ng files.
Cassette pa yan.
Yeah,
Cassette
I
pa.
remember
Yeah.
my
Okay,
demo,
so gusto na kayo.
all the Jerry's demo singing, si cassette talaga. I have yet to look for all those
I
cassettes.
hope you
Yeah.
find them.
Yeah, kasi the masters, kasi our studio then got burned. Burned in a fire.
Yeah.
So all the masters were there.
Gone.
So, on ADAT.
That's right.
Old technology.
Anyway, so we are doing this as part of tribute for Tito Freddie and all his amazing works. So, and we are all part of that. So, do you have any special message for Tito Freddie? I'm sure he is with us. kanina may nagpa-fly-fly dyan na picture. So feeling natin si Tito Fred nagmamando habang nag-i-ensayo kami ni Jerry.
Well, I miss you, Tito Freddy. Super biglaan kang umalis. Madami pa tayo dapat collabs. But, I'm sure you're better off wherever you are.
Well, I just want to say thank you for even trusting us with this piece of work. It's something that we're very honored to have collaborated with you on, and I thought we had more projects to work on, but
we will continue Tito Freddy's legacy, and I'm sure both of you will still be part of that.
Thanks, Tito Freddy.
Thank you, Tito
We love
Freddy.
you and we
Yes.
miss you.
So now I want to do this special song, the song I sang in Widows, Orphans, and Wildebeest. It's called Dear Child. It was hard. While I was rehearsing kanina with Jerry, it's so hard not to sing it now that I am a mother. When I played Susie, I was 23. 23 trying to be 16. Susie was a 16-year-old alcoholic longing for her mother's attention, presence, and love. So it's quite hard. And we also want to feature this beautiful
Child's piano.
Diba? Beautiful.
Dear Child's piano.
Yeah. So, I hope you like this version. It's parang iniba ng medyo ni Geri yung melody. Stripped down, kumbaga. So, just for Tito Freddy, and I hope you will also like this. This is Dear Child from Widows, Orphans, and Wildebeest.
Alone, too young, the lullabies were sung, and I missed how it felt to have somebody's hand on my cheek, gentle and meek. Alone too soon, goodbye to the moon. How I wanted to hear someone older, someone to keep me beguiled, a mother to say, you are beautiful. What a darling child, what a dear child you are. Sunset came, the color of flame. I couldn't understand in my mind. She had to leave me behind, up and gone. But life still went on. How I wanted to share all my secrets with someone mannered so mild, a mother to say, you are beautiful. What a darling child, what a dear child you are. How I long to see the pride in someone's eyes over any little thing that I may do. Someone to tell me a bedtime story, guide me on the road to glory, touching where it hurts with some kind of magic, make me new, never to be true. While so young, with no song still sung, I need someone to guide me through the day, kiss the whole pain away, turn around, no love is found. Mothers, believe you are someone special, upon whom the whole heaven smiled, ready to say you are beautiful. What a darling child, and you're my child. Something is missing, and how I admit it. I'd be with her now if life would permit it. In so many ways I can see, daughters alone are not meant to be. While so young, with no song still sung, somebody take me through the day. others believe you are someone special, upon whom the whole heaven smiled, ready to say, you are beautiful, what a darling child, what a dear child you are.
Hi, my name is Jonard Yanzon, and I am from Trumpets. And I met Tito Freddie when I was 17. This larger-than-life character approached me, asked me if, well, he didn't really ask, he sort of kind of told me. So I mean, hey, come here, join the Bible study. And I had no choice. So I said yes, but I'm glad I did, because since then, him and I became really great friends. I was a complicated teenager. I had so many issues, but he understood me. He was very kind, compassionate, understanding, and generous. And I really appreciated him for that. But, you know, obviously life got in the way. I moved to the United States and had different priorities, so the communication stopped. Until last year, 2020, because I saw one of his tributes and I saw him on a wheelchair and he was very weak, had trouble standing up, had to be assisted walking. So I kind of felt it in my heart to reach out to him again. And I sent him a text and he replied, and I was happy. You know, I was happy that I was able to reconnect, and I felt that it was going to be a beginning of reestablishing that friendship again. And, you know, I committed to myself to reach out to him, you know, more often. And then he died. And when he passed away, you know, my heart broke. Ang daming tanong sa isip ko noon. There were so many questions, like, bakit hinayaan siyang mahirapan bago siya mamatay? Inisip ko pa nga noon, ano pa ba yung mas maganda? Yung bigla na lang? O yung unti-unti? And then sabi ko sa sarili ko, I think, my own selfish reasons, I think it's better this way, kasi I was able to say goodbye. In a way, I was able to say goodbye and told him that I care. So yun lang. Such a great man. Very creative, so wise, very loving. If you look beyond the methods of how he cares and just look at the intention, then you will appreciate Tito Freddie, and that's what I did. So yun, I've seen a lot of tributes for Tito Freddie, and it's just a testament of how great of a person he is, na marami nagmamahal sa kanya, that he's touched a lot of lives. Yun talaga siya eh. Yun talaga si Tito Freddie eh. Anyway, Tito Freddie, my message to you is that I know you're having fun there in heaven, right next to the Lord. And ultimately, that's our destination naman, di ba? Naunahan mo lang kami, pero forget about us here. Hayaan mo na kami dito. We will make sure that your legacy lives on. And I know that Tito Audie is making a commitment to make sure that your works are being heard in this generation and the next generation to come. So I'm glad that he's doing that. And I'm also glad that I was able to become a part of your journey as an artist. So thank you. Maraming salamat, mahal ka namin. And yeah, alam ko masaya ka dyan. So anyway, I want to talk about the song that I'm going to sing. A little bit of a backstory about this song. In 1998, Tito Freddie decided to do a rerun of First Name, and he casted me to play the role of Jay. And this is the song that Jay sings in the play. But in the middle of rehearsals, I got sick. Nagkabeke ako. Kaya I wasn't able to do the show itself. And I was so devastated. Because I wanted to do the show. So when I recovered from that, Tito Freddie and I talked, and he said, you know what, kid, okay lang yan. We are going to do the show again next year, and you are going to sing this song, and you are going to be a part of it. So we did. We did the show again the year after. It was a different style. It was a concert style performance, and the main idea is to really attract the new generation, the generation back then. And I was part of that generation, and I got to sing this song. And since then, I've sung this in so many Trumpets gatherings. This has become my staple song every time there was something that Trumpets was doing, and I get to sing this again. This song is written by Tito Freddie, and he collaborated with the amazing Geri Gil, who laid the tracks and sang it. Here we go. Could You Be Messiah? Thank you. Could you be healer to a heart that's been wounded in a battle that's never seen? Could you be teacher to a mind of confusion? Tell me, what does this all mean? Are you deliverer of an imprisoned feeling in chains? Can you set my spirit free? And just one more question, allow me this question: could you be Messiah to me? Could you be Messiah to me? Could you be Father to a soul that's been abandoned by a world too busy to hear? Could you be friend to a helpless survivor? Can you take away my fears? I heard them all sharing this newfound conviction in them. Are you all that they make you to be? And just one more question, allow me this question: could you be Messiah? Please be Messiah to me. Now I've been looking for someone like you, and I'm so tired, so tired. Now I've read every book, and I've sung every song. My mind may be right, but my heart feels so wrong. Tell me, how much further Can my life go along? Which way do the roads lead? Where do I belong? Are you forgiver of my most unknown secrets? Provider of all that I need. Could you be brother? The one who knows better. Would you now stand in the lead when all this is over? All the thunder and lightning, the daylight just won. Will I see the answers to my questions? To all of my questions. Could you be Messiah to me? Could you be Messiah to me? Could you be Messiah? Please be Messiah to me.
I worked with Freddie, or Ninong to those he took under his wing, on cantatas, musicals, dinner shows, TV specials, TV commercials, trade shows. Out of all that, the foremost memories in my mind is always Joseph the Dreamer. He tapped me to play and sing Asenat's song at 19. The note changes in that song were difficult for me, this neophyte, right? My voice cracking through some of the earlier performances. Through it all, he never got upset or criticized me. He let me work it out and just encouraged me, supported me as I worked on it and figured a workaround. In the next few runs, he trusted me with Rachel too, and that show ran intermittently for a decade. That with my life also. He saw me go through some of my big life challenges, but he never dictated, judged. He just continued to support, encourage, and guided, even though I missed a few productions because of it. Once he said he had a project for me, the story of Ruth and Naomi, so I should prepare and start living in the city. I never figured out what he really meant by that, nor did that project come into fruition, because life happened and it took me away. Nevertheless, even from afar, he continued to support, to cheer my life through Facebook and all that. This song reminds me of him, because he made me realize that the way he trusted this young performer with a difficult song is the way he trusted that I would handle my life challenges, making me realize that my faith in someone who watches over me and guides me is really everything I can ever need. So this is for you, Nino. Thank you.
Lord, I need you to be all the gentleness in me. I've been trying by myself, struggling all alone. From the very start I knew that I must depend on you. Here I am depending, Lord. The rest is up to you. You're everything I need for you to be. You're everything that shines inside of me. and I will have the strength to do all you ask of me. I will always let you be everything I need for you to be. You're everything I need for you to be. You're everything that shines inside of me. And I will have the strength to do all you ask of me. I will always let you be everything I need for you to be. You are the one who put the stars up in the sky to brighten up the emptiness of space, and you put a light in me to stay, a dream that will not die away, to brighten every day. And I know that I can say you're everything I need for you to be. You're everything that shines inside of me. And I will have the strength to do all you ask of me. I will always let you be everything I need. I need you to be your everything I
Alright, I'm just gonna hold the camera. Hey, so Freddie's always been so kind to me. He gave me 2 of my biggest breaks. He made me part of the original cast of Joseph Dreamer, and he also cast me in the role of David in First Name. And I mean, I was just a kid who sang in church, but he took a risk with me, and he said, "Yeah, I'm willing to train you and all that." So that's how I got my start in theater. And a lot of people don't know that Bambi, his little sister, who's like so quiet, but she's no slacker. Huh? You know, Bambi produced the albums, the cast albums of Joseph the Dreamer with me, and Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, and First Name, and Little Mermaid. So Bambi's so quiet, but she's done a lot. But the most unforgettable thing that Freddie did to me, that's the reason I'm holding my phone, was when he found out I was wanting to write musicals. He said, "Have you ever seen a Broadway musical?" I said, "I've never seen a show." He goes, "I'm gonna direct a show in New York, and just come over and I will take care of you." So I asked my folks, like, "Mom, Dad, can I go to New York? I've never been." They said, "Who are you going to be with? Who's going to take care of you?" I said, Freddie's going to take care of me." So they said, "You're in good hands." So I flew in, and then he said, "You know what? I came to New York, and he said, I'm going to give you an education, you know." So first thing is we go eat. So he brought me to a deli, and we ate like a sandwich. And after the sandwich, he goes like, Are you okay? Are you full?" I'm like, "Why are you acting so weird?" He goes like, "All right, you're fine?" I said, "Yes." And he goes like, "Turn around." I go like, "What? Are we playing hide and seek?" He said, "Turn around." So I did. Turned around. And I go like, "What?" He goes like, "Look." I go like, "Look at what?" He said, That's Broadway. And I was like so shy. I just started crying, and I mean, then we went to every theater. He treated me to 9 shows, the best tickets in the house. It was Rent, How to Succeed in Business, Miss Saigon, Sunset Boulevard, and you know I owe him so much for it. Now this is home for me, so I know he's happy up there. I know we're sad, but he's like having a good time up in heaven. And Freddie, this is for you.
Lord, I'm through trying to take the upper hand. Never knew, now I think I understand. On my own, wanting in black and white. On my knees, things are in a different light. Lead me along the path, lead me along the winding way. I trust enough to never need the why. You'll take me to the well. Lead me along the path, lead me along the winding way. I don't know what's around the corner, Lord, but I know that you'll be there. Lord, I'm through wondering what lies in store. It's up to you. You've never let me down before. Bubbles burst when I'm the one who knows what's best. When you're first, I'm never gonna second guess. Lead me along the path, lead me along the winding way. I trust enough to never need the why. You take me to the way. Lead me along the path, lead me along the winding way. I don't know what's around the corner, Lord, but I know that you'll be helpless alone. Blessed be the ties. My point of view points to you. You become my eyes. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures and quiet waters. The Lord is my shepherd, He heals my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Lead me along the path, I will dwell in the house of my Lord. Lead me along the path, I will dwell in the house of my Lord forever. The Lord is my shepherd, He'll be there.
I love Freddie. I love him so much and I miss him so much. He is the reason why I'm here. He opened opportunities for me. He taught me so much. But that's not to say that we always agreed on everything. But one thing is for sure, our love for each other so much greater than our disagreements.
I can think of all the times you told me not to touch the light. I never thought that you would be the one. I couldn't really justify how you even thought it could be right, 'cause everything we cherished is gone. And in the end, can you tell me if it was worth the try, so I can decide? Leaves will soon grow from the bareness of trees, and all will be alright in time. From waves overgrown come the calmest of seas, and all will be alright in time. Oh, you never really loved someone until you learn to forgive. As hard as I might to flee the shadows of the night, it haunts me and it makes me feel blue. But how can I try to hide when every breath and every hour I still end up thinking of you? And in the end, everything we have makes it worth the fight. So I will hold on for as long as leaves will soon grow from the bareness of trees. All will be alright in time. From waves overgrown come the calmest of seas, and all will be alright in time. Oh, you never really loved someone until you learn to forgive. I never thought that I would see the day that I decide if I should leave or stay. But in the end, what makes it worth the fight? That no matter what happens, we try to make it right. Leaves will soon grow from the bareness of trees, and all will be alright in time. From waves overgrown come the calmest of seas, and all will be alright in time. The wounds of the past will eventually heal, and all will be alright in time. 'Cause all of this comes with a love that is real. I said all will be alright in time. I said all will be alright in time. I said all will be alright in time. All will be alright in time. Oh, you never really loved someone until you learn to forgive. You learn to forgive. You learn to forgive.
Hello everyone. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Edward Granadosin. Used to be based in the Philippines, now based here in the USA for almost 23 years now. Used to be in the entertainment business as a singer and was privileged to perform with big names in the music industry. Well, I'm still singing, but on the other side of performance. I'm more of an informant now. By God's grace, I became a full-time pastor in 2010. Enough about me. Anyway, I met Direk Freddie Santos back in the early 80s when I was still a resident of Baguio City. A place called Cafe Amapola, and Direk Freddie was the manager at that time. Their cafe piano resident artist was a very good friend of mine in college, so he invited me over to jam with him one night for old time's sake. Little did I know, this tall and good-looking mestizo came over and jammed with us as well. I was actually intimidated and blown away by his way of singing. Passionate, loud basso profundo technique and very musical. I knew that he was a very famous and well-known person. I was introduced to him as Mr. Freddie Santos, and that was the last time I saw him. Years had passed when I became an artist of Ultimate Entertainment. I was recommended to the production of Joseph the Dreamer, whom we all know, Direk Freddie Santos was the director. And the rest was history. You know, he was my first director in a musical. I actually did not enjoy my role because I was the first pharaoh to be casted as a singing pharaoh. There was no music, no score, just lines that are set to be spoken. And Freddie said, "Edward, I want you to sing those lines as you are telling the dream of Pharaoh to his magicians." And I said, "What?" Well, if you have seen Joseph the Dreamer, those musical lines were all made up by me. Idea of Direk Freddie. Composed impromptu. Sang a cappella and developed to what it is today. And if Trumpet is still using those lines, thank you very much. But anyway, I truly enjoyed myself working with Direk Freddie and became friends later on. I believe he was an old school director, strict, perfectionist, and demanding. But when I worked with him, he was fun, delightful, motivational, and loving. But he was still loud though. But that was him. That was the Freddie Santos whom we all know and we all miss and love. But one thing I am grateful about him, he knew Jesus more than any of us. He spoke of him so passionately that if you go on a debate, you will certainly lose. That is how I knew him, folks. A dedicated artist, but also a loving believer in Jesus Christ. Many lives were changed because of the mission of this one man. Their shows were all fun and exciting, but at the end, you will know Jesus. And so tonight, I want to thank the Lord for sharing us Direk Freddie Santos. Now with our Maker, now enjoying the company of the heavenly realm. To Sister Bambi and the entire Santos family, my condolences. And I prayed to God to tell Direk Freddie that we love him and will miss him. But we'll see him again in God's perfect time. Indeed, our God is great, kind and loving. His mercy never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness, O Lord. God bless.
Great is thy faithfulness, O God, my Father. There is no shadow of turning with thee.
compassions, they fail not. As thou hast been, thou forever will be. Great is thy faithfulness, great is thy faithfulness. Morning by morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hand hath provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. Summer and winter, and springtime and harvest, sun, moon, and stars in their courses above, join with all nature in manifold witness to thy great faithfulness, mercy, and love. For sin and a peace that endureth, thine own dear presence to cheer and to guide, strength for today and bright hope for tomorrow, blessings all mine with 10,000
great writer, mentor, teacher, even a dad to so many of the younger generations. He was respected, many times even feared. When Freddie enters, his presence will always be felt. But what many do not realize that it's so easy to perform or to be there, to be high up there when everybody is praising the Lord. When that is over and you are left all alone, that's you and God. And He's the only one who knows you, knows your need. And this song that I'm going to sing, The Stage is Bare, speaks about how Freddie, in his private moments, always needed. Lord Jesus.
The stage is there, the crowds are gone, the love we shared still lingers on. We sang and played, and we laughed and cried, and in our fumbling ways we tried to say what only hearts can know. But all too soon we had to go. And now here in this darkened room, there's just empty seats. There's just me and you. It was so easy to call you Lord when 1,000 voices sang your praise. But there's no one to hear me now. So hear me now, be near me now. The stage is there, the crowds are gone. Lord, now's the time I need you so to give me joy and certainty when no one else is watching me. I need you more, much more than words can say. Tomorrow's such a daily day, and I so need to feel you there, just holding my hand. Lord, please hold me there. I need you, Lord.
You told me before that it was your first play since you turned to God, right?
Yes. I mean, I'm just lying in bed, late into the night. Suddenly, get up. I get up, go to your desk, go to the desk, write down these titles, one song title after another in proper sequence. And I realized I was writing the Bible.